Hi everybody, how's it going? Hope you're doing okay in your part of the world today. So good buddy of mine asked me to react to these or let me pull it back. Hold on. Asked me to react to this video by 5 Points Vids, and I did like two videos by them in the past. Only this one's called "The Worst Stadiums in the World." So let's get to it, Sean Scribers.
You know, opinions are like a certain body part.
Sorry about that.
Everyone has one. Just like opinions, sports teams have their stadiums, and sometimes they look like, well, you get it. I scoured the world to find the worst stadiums mankind has ever built. Some poorly engineered, some unsafe, some deadly, some outright ugly, and some truly bizarre. Get your endoscope out. We're about to examine them all. The worst stadiums in the world are coming up right after this.
Scratch.
So, the Mall of America was built on the old site of Metropolitan Stadium, but Voždovac Stadium in Serbia was built right on top of a mall. Though the stadium isn't particularly bad and was built recently, I find the exit through the gift shop mentality to be taken to the next level. And well, I mean, who doesn't want to take in a football match and then go cop some Air Force Ones and a few jewels while you're at it? The pitch has to be harder than Bill Clinton at a funeral, and I could imagine the Foot Locker and Orange Julius down below can't stand their upstairs roommate late night. From the air, the stadium doesn't look that bad. Completely enclosed, the open architecture and surrounding track is a little unsettling, but not a deal breaker. It's when you look closer that you see there's an actual moat around the playing surface. Now, I looked up and down the internet to find out why the stadium has a deep ditch around it, but I could not find any explanation for the trench that fully encompasses the entire field. Also, I'm really surprised it isn't filled with crocodiles and sharks. What a missed opportunity. The recently renovated Stadio San Paolo has been the target of criticism for safety, as this video shows. You don't say. Regardless of upgrades, the moat still remains as one of the most bizarre stadium features in the world. Here's a preliminary sketch of this stadium by its architect. And here's the stadium. Nailed it? Carved into the side of the mountainous Stadio Municipal looks like a giant harp, as both superstructures support each other by the use of steel tension rods. And that's not even the weirdest thing about it, as the Jumbotron is bolted right into the nearby mountain. I guess that's fitting, as its sterile concrete construction looks about as appealing as a rock quarry. This is the view from inside. Apparently it's won many awards for architecture. I don't know, I could just be taking its design for granted.
Did it.
Sketchy is a word I would use to describe Green Park Stadium in India. This photo pretty much confirms that premonition. During a match in 2017, an unknown group of people entered the arena and began roaming around the grounds. They were immediately removed. Now set to be replaced, the grounds are really ugly, flood easily, and look like they are ready to collapse Jenga style after your third Jenga bomb. This stadium used to be in the literal shadow of the metal power station, which provided a scenic view of a power station that was demolished in April of 2011, and I guess it took care of the problem of having to inhale industrial waste, but didn't fix how the stands are only on one side of the pitch, and it looks exactly how you would expect a stadium that was built next to an abandoned power plant to look. Shockingly bad. Yo, you're already a few minutes into this vid. If you haven't left by now, I don't know what to tell you. This stadium gets its unusual shape on account that it's situated in the middle of a neighborhood. In fact, it's so integrated into the surroundings that visitors have to pass through a few neighbors' homes just to get to their seating. Yes, this is the actual entrance. Don't you hate it when you're about to eat your morning porridge and some opposition supporter walks right through your breakfast nook? In 1985, they didn't have to worry about that, as a riot caused a 4-year visitor fan banishment. I guess they didn't like Nigel's poached eggs. Attendance has been declining for years. I wonder why. Some fans say they live and die with their team, but in 2012 at Al Masry Club Stadium in Egypt, you could literally do that. After a match between Al Masry and Ali, in which the home team won, supporters of the club stormed the field, attacking Ali players and fans. The fans tried to flee, then the weapons came out, then the stabbings, then the riot. 74 people were killed, over 500 injured. The players had to be airlifted out of the stadium by the military. Fans were murdered in the locker rooms. Police did nothing. If the stadium looks like a death trap, it was. Sorry, there's nothing funny about this place. If Camden Yards set the trend of using architectural artifacts as surrounding elements to a stadium, then consider this stadium as the mother of them all. Situated next to Camerlengo Castle from the 15th century, the pitch doesn't leave you much room if you overrun the end line, which may result in you getting a limestone sandwich to your face instead of an orange slice. The stadium does feature parking for yachts, which is, of course, the biggest flex you can possibly squeeze when arriving at a soccer match.
Yeah.
They say Switzerland will never be invaded, and by looking at this football pitch, I want to ask, why would anyone ever want to do that? Located on the side of a mountain, Otmar Hitzfeld Stadium thankfully has fencing to prevent you from falling off the side of it like you are on The Price is Right and you overbid on mac and cheese. They obviously lose a lot of balls here. With no seating or road access, players have to be brought in via cable car. But the story of this stadium has a surprise ending. They say it's a real cliffhanger. You're scared.
One thing about Switzerland, their flag is a big plus. Oh, we got one in the United States. Okay.
Referred to as the whale, Ingles Rink looks more like a crushed sea turtle, or maybe one of those British hats during the Revolutionary War, or perhaps a dead fish that just washed up on shore, or perhaps a beetle, or an alien ship. Whatever it is, it's ugly. Renowned architect Eero Saarinen designed this thing as it has a single concrete spine and a timber roof. Yeah, it looks just as ugly inside as it does outside.
Middle Park Stadium.
Well, if this isn't one hell of a stinker, I mean, I can hardly contain my excitement. It seems like all the bad features of this place tend to linger with you for a while, as it's next to a cemetery and has no lights. The local team, Middelfart GmbK, plays a silent but deadly style of football, and the fans are always warm and inviting. I might never make it here, but I'm sure the place is a blast.
Middle Park sports stadium.
I know two things that go hand in hand with each other: stock car racing and soccer. And whether you ask for it or not, Central Park in Scotland delivers both of these to you at the same freaking time. Yes, that is a literal stock car track around the pitch. So if you get bored with your team getting run in circles, you can just adjust your gaze to see cars running in circles. Wow, I can't even with this stadium. Look, I found it! The world's ugliest stadium! What looks like a forgotten crystal growing experiment is the geodesic atrocity that is Mbatho Stadium in South Africa. I really don't have an explanation for the strange architecture other than whoever designed this stadium was playing with a few Gundams and decided to pop in some acid and get to work. Some say it's a work of art. I say it looks like the final boss in an 8-bit video game. And finally, the world's worst stadium. This looks like a standard football pitch for a tiny town in Slovakia. Why on earth would this be our worst stadium on this list?
You gotta be kidding me. I have never seen that before.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and it tickled your stadium fetish. And don't forget to check out manscaped.com and enter in my code POINT20 for 20% off your first order and free shipping. Tell them Dick Clipper sent you. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to my next video.
Middle Fart Stadium. Oh man, that cracked me up. Obviously, if you've been in any of these stadiums, comment below if 5 Points Vids was accurate about that or whatever, or not, in your opinion. If you've been in a bad stadium that didn't make this list, comment below what it was, if you don't mind by sharing. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for loving and supporting this channel, and I encourage you to do so even more. I'm going to close this off here, but do please subscribe at the bottom for more content. Don't forget to like and share this video. Also, hit that bell below to keep up to date with my video releases and posts. Also, comment below on a video you think I should react to next. And as always, guys, take care and God bless everybody.